See, we're honorable here. Put your hands together for your next comedian, David Deery, everybody.
David Deery.
David Deery.
Thanks, guys. I just got back to LA. I was visiting my parents for 2 weeks. I never realized how much I hated my parents. I also never realized how loud masturbation actually is. There's really nothing worse than jerking off and thinking to yourself, can my mom hear this? The only thing worse than that is jerking off thinking, can my mom hear this? And being like, oh yeah, she can. Oh yeah, mommy, David's a big boy now, isn't he? Yeah, I got man needs now, mommy. Save those Star Wars toys for someone else. That's the worst. The only thing worse than that would be jerking off thinking, can my mom hear this? Then getting excited about it, and then there's a knock at the door. And it's my dad, and he's like, what are you doing? Oh, you're jerking off to mom? Cool, bro, yeah, let's do this shit. And the cousins all come over, they're like, yeah, and the dog and the Alpo. I only got a minute. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot.
Wow. 59 seconds of crush. David motherfucking Deery.
Wow.
With perhaps, I will say, one of my favorite minutes I think I've ever heard.
Yeah.
You kept it on one thing. And
One of?
I think that's definitely, if not the best minute I've heard on the whole
Come
show.
on,
or
guys.
whatever.
Come on.
He weirdly looks a lot like David.
I know.
say
Stop.
that.
Stop with that. Come on.
Like I thought he was David Cross.
This has
with a
been
hat
20
and
years
like
of
that.
this, guys.
That's why he did so
You
good.
see
'cause
this?
it is
Are you
David
wearing
Deery.
a
David
disguise?
Cross, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, we see.
He's in disguise.
He doesn't
Yeah.
have that.
You're a pedophile forever.
Uncanny.
I know. His publicist in Vegas stopped me like a long time ago. Like this was like Mr. Showtime. Like and he was like, "Oh my God, do you know David Cross?" And I was like, "Yeah, I live in New York. I'm cool. God, bye." I've been getting it a lot. I've been getting it a lot. Like seriously, it's pretty
another
crazy.
story from David Deery, everybody.
David Cross.
I like
David, I loved that. That was amazing.
Thanks.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
About 5.5 years.
5.5 years, and
Yeah.
you're from
Well, I'm originally from Philadelphia, but I spent the last 10 years in Europe.
in Europe.
Doing
Yeah.
stand-up?
Yeah, doing stand-up. I started in Europe,
Where at?
in Berlin.
You started in Germany.
Yeah, I started.
What's your nationality?
Crazy.
What are you?
My mom's Jewish. My
Get
dad.
the fuck out of here. That is amazing.
No,
you
that's-
started in Berlin.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You're Jewish.
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
I got it back, bro.
Incredible.
I got it back.
What's your dad?
My dad's Italian Irish.
Hey, we're the same.
I'm a Chelsea Peretti. Like we're Chelsea Perettis. She's also Jewish mom, Italian dad.
Okay. I see
Dude,
what
I thought you were. I was
That's why I
very
thought he was
impressed,
hot.
man.
Thanks, man.
You did
Thank
a great
you.
job.
Thanks.
Really good opener, strong. You
There's
know,
not a
you
lot of
did-
comics in Germany. You know what I mean? I get a lot of time.
What's some of the differences in European crowds in here? I performed in Sweden, and I can tell you one thing that I noticed
What's that?
is that they don't laugh like Americans. Americans laugh more like gluttonous. Like when we think something's funny, we let it rip. Like you know, we all have our own goofy laughs that we do, and we push it. And in Europe, it's sort of, at least with the stand-up, it's like more like ha 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 ha. Like it's
They
more
clap
like, it's more
a lot.
like respect, and
They
they're
clap,
clapping.
yeah.
Like it's like if you're killing, then they're clapping
Yeah.
like that the whole time because the show's going good. Like they're like, yeah, keep it going. This is
German audiences clap. Like even like for German comics, it's just like a thing in their culture when they laugh. If it's really good, they clap.
Right.
So it's hard, and it's hard to get, like they don't. I guess they don't have the culture of like joke, slam, you know, and get a rolling, you know. Like Bobby Lee wouldn't even be able to perform out there because people would just be like, "Oh, that's funny." Oh,
Well,
and then
that's
he's just
what
like,
it
"No,
is.
that's
I
the
did
beginning.
it-
I need to tag
it-
this." you
I
know?
did it with Joe Rogan, and that's pretty much what he did. Was like these people were clapping their hands together for pretty much an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Not to mention the half hour that I destroyed.
Oh yeah.
Going up before
Killing it.
him. I mean, no.
And it's
big
probably
deal.
hard to keep your timing. Like I only did comedy in
It
Europe,
was
so
super weird. We did two
Yeah.
sets in a theater in Sweden in one night, and I did 30 and he did an hour and a half. And the first set, I spent the last 10 minutes of it only being able to talk about their responses and the fact that they could clap. Like I had this weird epic sort of set for the people that were there, where I was realizing what was happening. And also thinking that I wasn't doing good because I'm like, why aren't you guys laughing? And they were laughing at that. They were clapping at that. And I'm like,
Right.
what is going on? Like I almost felt like it was a giant prank. And then I made the adjustments for the second set and just kept going. And if you just keep going, they'll stick with you. They can't believe it because I guess people just aren't that funny in Europe, huh? They're still
There's
on,
just
like,
not. They just don't do it. It's like the same reason we're not good at soccer. We just don't care. They don't care about it.
David, that was a.
They don't give a shit about it.
That was a complete bit, right? Like that. That's
Yeah, yeah. I've done
it
it a few times.
How much material would you like? Is it comfortable? How much material do you have? What's the longest set you've
Well,
ever
I've done
done?
a lot of long sets because when I started, I actually was just like, I wasn't even trying to be a comic. I was like, I'm just gonna do a full show, like it was a joke, and then a lot of people came, and it was like,
Okay.
like my friend told me, he said, oh, you should be a comic, like it's a classic story, like you should do comedy, and like there's no out there, especially there's nowhere to do comedy, so I just said, all right, I'll do it.
Were you friends with mostly Americans out there?
No, lots of German
What
friends.
brought
and
you there in the first place?
music stuff.
And what makes you keep the mustache? That's what I want.
I fixed the
Hipster
washing
shit.
machine one time, and I was
Yeah,
like,
you're
you know
I
what?
gotta have a mustache.
I got this. This is mine now.
Very good.
David, do you want to do the Death Squad show Friday?
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
Look how excited
I
he
can't
is.
believe it.
Look at that. He's gonna shut up. Look
Just
at
like that guy.
Oh my
Just
god.
like that guy.
Wait a second. I just got word. Yeah, Michael Perkinson just jumped off the comedy store. He's dead now.
That's Hollywood, baby.
Wow.
Can I just say I've signed up for this podcast like 20 times, and I'm pretty bitter about it. And today I was like, I feel like I'm gonna get picked today because Pat Reagan was talking about dead cats, and the crowd is angry, and I'm gonna do horrible, and then no one's gonna like me. But you know, whatever.
Oh, you are a comic.
Now it worked
Yeah.
out.
He's a miserable fuck.
Thanks, Brian.
You're welcome, buddy.
I'm
That was really impressive. That was
I
my
did
first.
great, man.
that was
I'm
my
much
first time
happier
seeing it.
I'm much happier now than I was in Germany. So
Yeah, I've known you for quite a while, and you've helped. I know that you've helped Josh, like set up and like help us out.
Thanks for letting me do that, Tony. You're a great guy.
How old are you?
I'm pretty old.
He's at least in his
Yeah, you look like the cool dad. You know what I mean?
I'm the
Like,
cool dad. Yeah,
yeah.
the skateboarding
Hey,
dad.
Dad, wear this hat. Okay.
I'm 41.
No, you're funny, man. You're really good.
Whoa.
How long were you in Europe for?
10 years.
Man,
I know. I blinked and I was just like,
what were you doing over there?
Well, I went over there doing music stuff. I used to like do a lot of music stuff, and
Ah, dude, me too.
Like what were
And I
you?
was-
When you say music stuff,
Well, I
like, that
used
might be
to
the most.
produce-
What were you
yeah, it
doing?
was-
You had a
I-
Walkman and headphones. Like what are you talking about? You were doing
I've been in
music
bands
stuff.
and I produced music, but I went over there DJing for some hip hop kids from New York, and then just kind of fell in love with Berlin.
Hip
It's
hop
really cheap.
kids. You
Some-
went with?
some guys.
Wait,
12-year-olds.
Did you go to
Some
Europe
dudes.
with
Kid
kids
bops.
in a van? David, did you drive a van
We're
across
gonna
the ocean?
Trying to hide my past here, you know what I mean?
I mean, your past is intriguing me. It's,
I was a
you know,
DJ. I was a DJ.
The $1 million
Give it up for
question.
DJs.
The $1 million question is: how did you get your pedophile van across the ocean to Europe?
That's pretty funny. That's flat.
Like, does it have?
It's a good one.
It goes under once. It turns into a submarine.
A submarine. I love it.
Lots of little kids paddling, man, paddling.
What kind of car do you have? I want to know what your
I don't have
life
a
is
know.
like.
I have a bike.
Wow.
Yeah,
so you
I
ride
know,
a-
man. I'm like,
How far do you live from here?
I live in Westlake. I'm looking for a place.
Where-
I live in
I don't even-
Ontario, California.
You
Holy
drive your
shit.
bike from there?
Yeah.
I don't even know where Westlake is.
What?
Where
Like
is
a
it?
Like in
skinny.
the
Can
valley.
you name a cross street or something?
4th and Rampart. Do you want to know my exact location?
You take it over Laurel.
Know the address. Someone wants to
still
kill
don't
me
know
over
what that
here.
is. Is that like
Wait,
downtown?
It's like down past Koreatown. It's like Koreatown, Westlake,
Ew.
downtown. It's pretty. It's not my ultimate.
Do you get on the
pick,
bus
but
too sometimes?
Sometimes,
Like,
yeah. Or I get on the train. I'll get on the red line.
Very good massage parlors over there, though.
I bet.
You go to the farmer's market, don't you?
I'm looking for a place to live right now, so I just got a job at a pizza place.
Why don't
Thank
you move
very
in
much.
with? Why don't you move in with Judah?
I'm married. I'm
Oh.
a married man. So I gotta find a place for my wife.
Damn it!
I know.
She's cool though.
No chance.
She's
I'm in.
cool. Yeah,
Fuck yeah,
you
dude.
could be.
Yeah,
You
Stephanie would never hook up with a married man.
Not anymore.
Andrew
Where are you
Cockburn.
from? Where are you from originally?
Originally from the suburbs of Philadelphia.
Born and raised?
Where?
Close to
Thank
it.
you. Somebody.
What's your deal? Did any
West
European girls
Philadelphia.
break your heart out there?
No, not too bad. It's
Did
nice
you get
out
in one
there.
little
It's good.
fight and your mom got scared?
What's that?
Well, David, we'd love having you on.
Thanks,
It's a
man.
great fucking.
You did a good
minute.
job, buddy.
Thanks.
See you Friday.
Masturbating with his parents. You can catch him Friday at the Ice House.
Yeah.
Death Squad show.
Yeah, we got to find somebody you can go with because you should not ride
Yeah,
your
he's
bike
not riding his bike to
to ice to pass out. Oh, take the train. All
At
right.
Mr. David Deery.
Oh yeah, he can take the red line to the gold line. I know that one.
Yes.
I did that before on my way to the Rose Bowl because I'm a Buckeye and I come from winning ground. Hormoz, are you excited about tonight's show?
Oh, very excited.
You've been on this show a few times. You're one of our favorite people.
Thank you.
How's everything been? Anything crazy going on?
I went on a hike yesterday and got bit by a dog for the first time.
Wow, congratulations. You've become a man.
Yeah.
What kind of dog was it?
I don't know. It was a mutt, but it was a big one. And the guy was keeping it on a short leash, but not short enough because it just fucking snapped when I wasn't looking and just bit my thigh.
Wow, went right for your thigh, huh?
Yeah.
Were
And
you
the
ready-
ranger was right there too, and I was like, dude, I'm not gonna tell the ranger because I don't want your dog to be killed. But get the fuck out of here with your mean ass dog. There's kids around. And I was really heated. You know, like you go hiking, you all been there, you go hiking, you're on mushrooms, and then a dog bites you.